Franklin Wendell. Frank Welker is an American voice actor who has done many voices in many animated series and films. Early life: Welker was born in Denver, Colorado. He then moved to California and attended Santa Monica City College in Santa Monica, California, where he majored in theatrical arts. In 1966, he received honors for his performance as the Cowardly Lion in the college's theater production of The Wizard of Oz. During his transition between college and his voice acting career, his first voiceover role was in a commercial for Friskies dog food. The producer's girlfriend informed him of auditioning for Hanna-Barbera during the casting of Scooby-Doo, where he initially auditioned for the title character but instead got the role of Fred Jones. Career: live-action acting career. Welker's first on-camera film role was as a bar fight participant in Stan Dragosha's unregistered trademark film Dirty Little Billy. His next film role was in The Trouble with Girls, portraying a college kid from Rutgers University who befriends Elvis Presley. He later co-starred with Don Knotts in Universal's How to Frame a Fig. Welker also appeared in 3 Disney films: The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes, Now You See Him, Now You Don't, and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. His on-camera television appearances included roles in Love American Style, The Partridge Family and The Don Knotts Show. He played a prosecutor in highly acclaimed ABC special The Trial of General Yamashita and as Captain Pace beside Richard Dreyfuss Yossarian in Paramount Television unregistered trademark pilot Catch-22. He also appeared on Laugh In, The Mike Douglas Show, The Tonight Show, Merv Griffin, The Smothers Brothers Show, The Burns and Schreiber Comedy Hour, Laugh Tracks, and as one of the cast members in the special of That Was the Year That Was with David Frost. In the latter show, he appeared alongside Jim Salle and Howie Mandel. Frank also played an on-camera role as a voice actor on an episode of Simon & Simon, in The Duck Factory, where he played a rival actor trying to steal the role of Dippy Duck from fellow voice actor Wally Worcester, and also appeared in the film The Informant as Matt Damon's father. In 1978, Frank Welker appeared on the Dean Martin Roast to George Burns. While saluting Burns, he showed his abilities as an impressionist by honoring George Burns with the voices of Walter Cronkite, Henry Kissinger, Muhammad Ali, David Frost and Jimmy Carter. Voice acting career: Welker's first voice role came in 1969, as Fred Jones in the Hanna-Barbera series Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? As of 2002, Welker is the voice of both Fred Jones and Scooby-Doo. Welker is so closely connected with the character Fred, that any time the character appears in a cartoon, Welker provides the voice. His next major character voice was for Marvin White in the 1973 series Super Friends. He also provided the voice for Marvin's dog, Wonder Dog. Welker would continue to provide voices for many cartoon characters for Hanna-Barbera for several years, which include Jabberjaw, Dynamite, Dog Wonder, Pudge and Bailey's Comets and the Shmoo in the new Fred and Barney Show and its spin-off The Flintstones Comedy Show. Welker described the voice he used for the Shmoo as a bubble voice. In 1978, he played the title character in Farnface and later in its spin-off Farnface and Fangpass, and also voiced Heckle and Jekyll and Quidcooler in the New Adventures of Mighty Mouse and Heckle and Jekyll, and Droopy in the Tom and Jerry Comedy Show. During the 1980s and 1990s, Welker became a very busy actor, providing the voice for many popular cartoon characters in multiple shows including the villainous Dr. Claw and Inspector Gadget, Mr. MXYZPTLK, Darkseid, Calabac, and various heroes and villains in Super Friends, the legendary Superpowers show. Various G.I. Joe heroes and villains. Ray Stantz and Slimer in The Real Ghostbusters. The villainous Dr. Jeremiah Surd in The Real Adventures of Johnny Quest. And Hefty Smurf in The Smurfs. He also voices various characters on The Simpsons such as Santa's Little Helper and Snowball 2. He also provided the voice of Fall Apart Rabbit in the 1993 Disney series Bonkers and other various voices for the series, as well as the voices of Mr. Plotz, Runt, Ralph the Guard and various other characters in Animaniacs and Macalf, the main antagonist to Droopy and his nephew Dripple in Tom and Jerry Kids and Droopy, Master Detective. He also provides the voice of Nibbler in Futurama. He has voiced several characters for Family Guy, including a parody of Fred Jones. He played the voices of multiple characters in Tailspin. Welker performed as voice double for Leonard Nimoy in Star Trek III, The Search for Spock, and provided voices for the Thing and the Golden Child, Syl in Species and Male Builder in Spawn. He has also created the vocal effects for different animals in films including The Monkey Abu in Aladdin, its two sequels, and the television series Aladdin. Arnold the Pig in the television film Return to Green Acres. He was also the voice of Totoro from the English version of the Studio Ghibli film My Neighbor Totoro, and a variety of animals from Tiny Toon Adventures. In 2005, Welker became the new voice of Garfield, succeeding the original actor Lorenzo Music, who died in 2001. Welker voiced Garfield in Garfield Gets Real, Garfield's Fun Fest, Garfield's Pet Force, and also in the new series The Garfield Show, which has been running from 2008 to present. Welker has also provided voices for many video game characters including Oswald the Lucky Rabbit and the Shadow Blot in Epic Mickey and its sequel Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two, as well as Zavan, also called the Ancient One, on StarCraft II, Heart of the Swarm. He also did the voice of XZAR, a mad mage from the video game series Baldur's Gate. Welker provided the voice of Batman in a Scooby-Doo crossover segment of the Batman, the Brave and the Bold episode, Batmite Presents, Batman's Strangest Cases. In the same episode, he also voiced the MAD magazine counterpart of Batman, Batboy. More of his work includes performing the voice of George in the popular children's series Curious George. He has also performed for the live-action film Mr. Popper's Penguins. He also voiced Gargamel's cat Azrael in Sony Pictures Animation's live-action animated film versions of The Smurfs. Transformers. In the 1980s, Welker voiced many recurring characters in the original Transformers animated series. He voiced several Decepticons, including the leader Megatron, Soundwave, Skywalker, Mixmaster, Laserbeak, Buzzsaw, Rumble, Frenzy, Ravage and Rushbat, as well as Autobots Mirage, Trailbreaker, Chrome Dome and Sludge. With the release of the Transformers, the movie in 1986, he took on the role of the Autobot Wheelie and afterwards, took over the role of Galvatron. Welker also returned to two of his Transformers roles when he portrayed Megatron and Soundwave as part of a spoof in the third season episode of Robot Chicken, aired shortly after the release of the live-action film. In Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen, he reprises the roles of Soundwave and Ravage, and also provides voices for Grinder, Devastator and Reedman. He does not voice Megatron in any of the three live-action films. However, Welker did voice Megatron in the two video games based on the first two films as well as the theme park attractions at Universal Studios Singapore, Universal Studios Hollywood and Universal Studios Florida, Transformers, The Ride. Welker also reprised the roles of Megatron and Soundwave in the series Transformers, Prime. He voiced Shockwave, Barricade and Soundwave in the film Transformers, Dark of the Moon, and Galvatron in Transformers, Age of Extinction, adding to his already large list of roles within the Transformers franchise. Filmography. References. External links, official website, Frank Welker at The Numbers, Frank Welker at the Internet Movie Database, Frank Welker at Anime News Network's Encyclopedia, Frank Welker at AllMovie.